Isn't it beautiful? It is shiny. It has stars on it. It's really strong and sturdy. And this is the box that you made, right? This is the box of your life. This is all the things that you've done because you are a professional box checker, right? You know how to check all the boxes and you've done a mighty fine job at it, right? You got the job, the car, the house. You kept tiny humans alive. You got the degrees on the wall. But if I were to crack open this box right now and look at you inside, would I see really happy? Or would I see more like this guy, the zombie, right? Let's give him a name, her, him, a name. This is the zombie. This is the one that went through life. I cue the Cranberry song right now, right? Zombie, zombie. Yeah, that's this. That's what you did because you went through life and you checked all the boxes the way they taught you to. Yeah, you. No, we're miserable. And I get it. I did it. So hi, I'm Julianne Price and I'm with Life Edit and Design and I am a professional box checker, right? I used to be a professional planner. Talk about checking boxes. I was really good at it. And I was a zombie. I'd come home at the end of the day and I'd check more boxes because during the day, my boss taught me what boxes to check. And then I'd go home and I'd check my own boxes. I kept all the people alive. And I even, had that Pinterest pantry, beautiful. And the kitchen, so nice and orderly. Yay. Nah, not so much. I didn't know how to have fun. At the end of the day, if I wasn't checking boxes and I wasn't being responsible, I didn't know what to do with myself. And I was so miserable. I mean, think about this. This is 40, 50 years of conditioning on how to be such a great box checker. And is this what you want? Because this is where I was headed. And again, fine drawing on my part. I would agree. This is what my tombstone was going to say. Here lies Julianne. She was a really good box checker. She built a beautiful box. I was so unhappy, so miserable. And this is my path. This is where I was going. I checked the boxes. I was a very good zombie so that I could rest in peace one day. No, that is not what I want for you. And it's not what I want for me. As you can tell, I'm not a zombie, right? I hope you can see I have a lot of energy. And why do I have energy? Because I want you to become a revolution. I want you to stop checking boxes. Hey, why not? I want you to come alive. I want you to come on fire. And that's what I am. And a revolution is not something that you joined. It's not a cult. There's nothing out there you need to join. A revolution is what you become because you disrupt the pattern. You don't do this anymore. Let's stop checking the boxes that society taught us to check. We don't need to. And here's the cool thing. So if you think about it, boxes are all around us. And we're taught how to use these lovely boxes. There's the TV, right? And everything comes through. Everything is a marketing message. And when you go with the flow, as we've all been taught to do, we take on these marketing messages. We're told what to buy, how to look, how to have that beautiful Pinterest-worthy pantry. And you may think about it. What's out there? If you go on and you start going through YouTube videos and you go through blog posts and Pinterest pictures, everything's this beautiful marketed world. This is how we're supposed to live. It's like Barbie land all over again. And the news. Let's talk about the news. The news is a marketing message. Come on. They're not really giving you the facts. They're taking some facts and then they're skewing it, marketing it to the message that they want. They're telling you who you should fear, how you should feel, who's to blame, right? And then go buy our stuff, right? That is the flow. That's going with the flow. And the thing is, that's easy. And that's what we've been taught to do. We've been conditioned to do it. And it's what everybody wants. They don't really want you to wake up from zombie land. They want you to be good little zombies and take their marketing messages and do what they want. And they don't want you to do this. I want you to do this. So you ever walked into a meeting and there's somebody angry? It's usually a guy. Just saying, usually. You walk in there and everybody tenses up because Joe Schmo here, he's angry. He's mad. And it ripples out and it affects everybody in the meeting. We're always sending ripples. You cannot not send a ripple. You're always doing it. So why would you send out a negative ripple when you could send out a positive ripple? And that is my goal. I want you to wake up and become this revolution because I want your ripple filled with good juju. I want you energized and off the charts doing your thing, doing you, disrupting this, becoming awake. Not a zombie anymore. You're awake. And when you do that, when you send out these wonderful positive ripples, you're going to raise the energy of the planet. And that is my mission. That is my mission, is to teach you right here, not even to teach you, to enable you, to wake you up, to say, hey, when you send out a positive ripple, you are going to affect the people on this planet in a positive way. You've seen it happen. You've seen it in a meeting, and we can instantly go right down. And this nice little go with the flow, I mean, right, everything on the news is low energy. It's telling you to be worried, to be afraid. Even the weather report's telling you, usually, to watch out. There's snow, there's ice, there's warning, there's trouble ahead, problems ahead. I'm telling you to wake up and become a revolution. And here's what happens when you do. When you start rippling out this energy, when you start being really positive and doing things your way, not building a box anymore, when you do that, it affects people around you in a whole different way. A revolutionary is actually very sexy. Sexy people draw attention. And I don't mean physically sexy. I mean, when you have that energy, you are attracting, you are a magnet. And when you put out that sexy, high vibe and badass energy, it's going to ripple out and you're not even going to know it. You're going to be sitting there having a conversation, like I'm recording this video, having a conversation with you now, and I don't know what you're going to do with it. Somebody's going to overhear that. Somebody's going to listen to this video. Someone's going to overhear your conversation, and they're going to be inspired, and they're going to go do something as a result, and they're going to affect somebody else who's going to affect somebody else. And that's how this energy starts to go out, and that's how we heal the planet. We ripple out energy. Why not ripple out the best energy possible? Here, over here in TV land, say the news, they're rippling out negative energy. Why? There's never any news that's uplifting. Why? Because uplifting news doesn't sell. Telling you who's to blame and telling you to go buy stuff, that sells, right? That gets eyeballs on the TV screen. That gets you in the store. Positive high vibe energy, it's not so good in the marketing world, but it's really good for you. It makes you really, really happy. It gets you excited. It gets you alive. It gets you doing new things. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do with you, right? And that's the thing. They're not going to know what to do with you. So we look at now my high-tech scale here, right? This is the high-tech scale. Over here on this side of the scale is the comfortable life. It's being responsible. It's doing what you're supposed to do. It's performing and people-pleasing and going with the flow. That's over here. Over here, this is freedom. This is doing things that you want to do and actually thinking through, do I really want to do that? Do I really care? Do I want to do that box checking or not? Go figure. Figure it out for yourself. And this is hard. They don't want you to do it, right? They want you to stay in zombie land and consume. And when you start thinking for yourself and start doing something and come up with a dream that you want to do, they're going to tell you you're selfish. Oh, they're going to tell you, wait a second here. No. This is how we're supposed to do things. And I'm telling you, instead, I want you to be your own hero. Because guess what? No one's coming to save you. You got to save yourself. You have to become the revolution. There's nothing to join. It's just you. It's just you being and being awake and being alive and being on fire and having energy and scripting the boxes. Because what do you want at the end of the day? Do you want a life of regrets? Do you want a life that where you said, well, I complained, I did what they told me to do, I conformed, I performed just the way you wanted me to do that. And I get it because we've been conditioned to do it. And I get it. When you watch this news thing, right, and it tells you who's to blame for the price of eggs, and then you go to the store, and here's your ripple, and you go to the cashier and you complain because you've been told to complain. You've been told it's somebody's fault that the price of eggs went up. And so you're going to take it out to the cashier, who's going to bring it home to her kids, who's going to then argue with her husband, and then this nice negative ripple continues. And that's the nice conformist ripple. But what if you say, I don't really care. Yeah, the price of eggs went up. Oh, well, I can either choose to buy them or not, but it's not going to wreck my day, and I'm not going to spread it on. I'm not going to be part of this flow. I'm actually going to walk out the store with a smile on my face. Oh, go figure. I'm going to actually be happy. I'm going to actually not care what the price of the eggs are. I'll buy them. I won't buy them. Doesn't really matter. I'm on a different thing. I'm on a different path. I'm my own hero. I'm saving myself. And this is the Wonder Woman pose, right? If you ever want energy, just strike a pose. Madonna said it right. Strike a pose. You're going to feel the energy just immediately vibe up. And you don't know who's affected by your ripple. But when you cash out and you're happy with that cashier and she takes that home, well, that's a whole different story now, isn't it? So I want you've watched this video, you stuck with me this long. I want you to give yourself a permission slip. I want you to say, I give myself permission to disrupt the flow. I give myself permission to create some static here. I know I'm not going to be popular. I know I'm going to do something hard, but hey, guess what? Building this box wasn't easy. This was pretty darn hard. You really had to sacrifice. You really had to work hard. You had to work hard at keeping yourself stuffed in there. I mean, you had to be a contortionist to stay inside this box. And now I'm asking you to take up some space, to let people notice. I give you permission to take up space. I give you permission to create static. You give yourself permission to take static. Put a note on your mirror, wherever you want to do. I give myself permission to get out of the box. I give myself permission to color outside the lines. I give myself permission to find out what I want now. This is Act 2. I don't need to make everybody else happy anymore. If I'm going to be selfish, oh well, you're all just going to have to deal with it because I'm not going with the flow anymore. I also created an audio for you, a permission slip audio, for you to listen to, just to remind yourself. Put it on your playlist, and then when you're riding in your car and you're like, I just need to vibe a little higher. That's my goal. My goal in life is to create a high vibe tribe. Women who are vibing high, because we're going to raise the planet. We have the energy, we have the skills, and we're done. We're done playing small. We're done playing inside your darn little box. We're not doing it anymore. We are going to be sexy. We're going to be a badass. We're going to be a revolution. We're going to be on fire. And that's what I want for you. So hit subscribe if this is your jam. Join me in becoming part of the High Vibe Tribe. And let's do this. Let's do this. Let's be our own hero. Nobody else has come to save us. Me, you, let's go. Let's do it. See you in the next one.